Good morning, John.
Good morning.
Okay, we had some questions about setting up the fly rig properly with a combo amp or an amp. So what do we have here?
Well, we got our RK5 fly rig, and it's connected to a Fender Pro Junior.
Right.
And it's a very simple amp, just a volume and tone control.
Okay, let's hear it.
And we have it at a nominal setting. The volume's on, what is that, 3, and the tone is up all the way. Gives you a nice bass tone to start with. We got it up that high. We got the tone up that high because of the humbucker guitar. You want a nice bright, clean sound.
Now let's hear what happens if everything is in the middle. Turn off the guitar, and I'll start to put things on. Because we had a video somebody did, and they said, "Oh, it's so noisy, it's so noisy," and I can hear it. But why is that?
Yeah, well, the setting that we have on the amp and the setting that we have on the pedal is not optimized. You know, this rig isn't optimized.
So what happens now if you turn the guitar on? Oh, good.
Well,
yeah, well, that's
something that's not really usable.
Yeah.
So we have to basically set our gains and tones. You know, get everything set up to optimize what we have going on. First off, you know, just picking a setting like, say, I'm going to set everything at 12 o'clock and I'm going to go from there. You know, it may work, it may not work. It depends on the amp setup. In this particular case, it doesn't work. So, you know, we'll bring the level down and see if we got... Okay, we have the feedback under control.
But it's still harsh.
It sounds pretty thin. You know, but over here on the amp, we have the tone control cranked. On this particular amp, that tone control is actually a bright boost.
Right.
You know, so you're amplifying more treble. So, you know, you just simply have to bring that down. We'll bring it down to 12 o'clock. See, it kind of even smooths itself out. You know, we could tailor it more by bringing the tone control down. And then once you set up all your gains...
Yeah, let me hear the noise now.
Yeah, I was going to say, once you set up your gains, you listen. There's barely any noise coming because you're not boosting unwanted noise, you know.
Right.
You know, once you get your gain staging and your tone set up right, it's a snap getting great tones out of these devices.
The other thing I noticed that when we were playing around with this, if you use the Sans amp and you put a little bit of a mid boost on it, you really get, yeah.
See how much it's a lot smoother.
Yeah, and now you get the more punchier sound that cuts through, and a lot of people think that a Sans amp is not really optimized to play through an amp, but I guess it's not the case.
Yeah, well, you know, we're going into a small amp, and this is a classic. It's a classic rig, a very low wattage small amp that you crank up to get a great tone. These are great, you know. Everybody should have one in their collection, but you can never get a big amp sound out of this little amp. It always sounds like a little amp. Engaging the Sans amp, all of a sudden, now you have the sound of like more of like a stack of, you know, tighter bass.
Actually, this reminds me of... Yes, it reminds me of almost like that barking, like that maybe like AC30 mid-range, but still it's different because it has a warmer overdrive. So it's a nice combination, like a layered sound. You use the best of the combo and the best of the pedal, and the combination really gives you something that you can work with.
Yeah, it gives you something a little bit more unique that you can get than you can usually get in like a single package.
Right, and we solved the noise issues, we solved the tone issues, and now you can turn everything on, including the delay. Now, actually, I heard something.
Well,
turn on the guitar, I hear that noise there.
Yeah, well, those noises from the humbuckers. They don't. Okay. Humbuckers don't necessarily kill all the noise.
Okay, let me hear it again. Right. So this is, and go close to the amp because I noticed that the transformer really emits a lot of noise.
Yeah, so you can position yourself where you find a clean setting, but but that's just how it is. You know, what a lot of people do is you just ride your volume control to cut the noise out of the guitar.
So that's not a product specific problem.
No, that's the guitar.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks, and we're going to try it with some other pedals to show that it's basically all around the board is the same issue. No matter what pedal you use, you have to set it up correctly to get the right result. It's not automatically going to work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.